Hey guys, welcome back to GTD and another episode, and today I'm going to make a video that I told you I was going to make, and it's something that I've been thinking about and looking into and sort of learning from for the last couple of years. I've mentioned it in a few other videos, but I've never really done a video that focused solely on this. So let's get started. Guys, welcome back to another video. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I've got a really good one for you today. This may be the key. This may be what golf instruction has really gotten wrong in recent years and decades. First of all, let me say, if you like the content, if you want more, if you like what you see, be sure to give me a thumbs up. Click the thumbs up down below, leave a like, leave some comments after you watch the video. Let me know what you think about this. And if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and do that, and then click the bell off to the right so you don't miss any of the videos. Let's dive into what I'm talking about here today. As you may have seen in the thumbnail and from the title, I'm talking about internal focus versus external focus. Now, the difference between the two, I'm sure that many of you out there could put it into words, put it into terms, and everybody's got their own definition of it. But in my terms, what I define internal focus and external focus as, internal thinking is about your body, your parts, how they move, what position they're in, how they should be acting, what your fingers, your hands, your elbows, your arms, your head, your spine, all of these things, what all of these things should be doing in order to create good golf shots. But external focus is dealing with the golf ball, the ground that the ball is sitting on, the golf club, the face of the golf club, the whole head of the golf club as a whole unit, the grip, the target, the flag, a spot out on a tree that you're aiming at, a piece of grass out in front of your ball to give you your intermediate point. All of those are external items. They are external focal points. And the difference between what you choose to focus on, whether it's external or internal, could have a huge impact on your golf game. Think about it like this. You have a golf ball. My goal right now is that I want to toss this golf ball and catch it over and over while I'm talking to you. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to start tossing this golf ball up in the air, and I'm going to sit here and continue to have a conversation with the camera that will eventually become a video that I upload on YouTube. Now, I'm just throwing it up with my right hand, probably about a foot in the air, over and over. I'm catching it in relatively the same spot. It's going up to basically the same spot over and over. And I'm not even really looking at the golf ball. I'm looking at the camera, so I'm just using my peripheral vision. How am I able to do this? If you think about this, a lot of people would say that this is a very simple act. But think about all of the complexities. Think about how complicated somebody could make something like that if they so chose. You could start talking about finger flexion and extension and how you spread the fingers out, or if you keep them closer, and do they make this motion, and how much does your wrist bend, and at what point does the wrist start to flex and cock and uncock, and where should your elbow be in space? Should your elbow stay stable, and where do you keep your head? Where's your balance, and how are you talking, and where should you be looking? What should your eyes be thinking about? All of these internal things that would be controlling and micromanaging your body. And there's been lots of studies. I'm going to show you some clips from this tennis website that I found. It's called matchpoints.com. You should go check it out. Don't know if any of you are tennis buffs out there, but it's really pretty good explanation of what internal focus and external focus are, and what the benefits of each are, especially as it relates to sports and those complex series of movements. Now, you'll be able to read some of this as it's up on the screen, but just to sort of give you the gist of it, I'll lay out a few of the points. He defines internal and external focus a lot like I just did earlier. He talks about how there are these studies. One was done by Dr. Wolf. It's pretty prominent. A guy named Ron Sisson, who's had a YouTube channel for several years called Learn the Real Swing. He has that YouTube channel. He's up in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He's been producing videos for years talking about external focus and this very study by Dr. Wolf, as has Sean Clement. Sean Clement has made reference to the Wolf study as well in several of his videos. So this is nothing new. This is definitely something that these two coaches employ on a regular basis, and I dare say it's the foundation. This very thought is the foundation of how they teach and how they coach and how they play themselves. One of the interesting things in this article is the mention of someone in here, I believe it's a tennis coach, but this coach had a couple of students out one day and decided that he was going to give them some external cues in order to get your conscious mind out of the way and allow your subconscious autopilot to run in the background and control all of your fine motor skills and all of your timing, your motions, your movements, your positions. Your subconscious mind can control all of those. So what he did was he said every time that the ball came toward them and it was going to hit the ground, they needed to say bounce. And then every time they were going to hit the tennis ball with their racket, they needed to say hit at the moment of impact. So what it did is it got them thinking about just saying bounce when it bounced and hit when they hit it. And that became all that they focused on and all that they thought about, and it kept them external. It kept them from thinking about elbow leads and then wrist flexes and then uncocks and then this weight shift here. They weren't thinking about any of that. And what he says is that the results were great for every student that came across. And they were all hitting the ball better with the racket. So it really enhanced their performance. And it's a lot like me sitting here just going back and forth, tossing a golf ball from hand to hand. I'm not thinking about positions. I'm not thinking about weight shift. Everything is just occurring naturally. The only thing I'm thinking about is toss this ball, toss this ball, toss this ball, catch this ball, catch this ball. That's the only thing going through my brain. If you're using a hammer and a nail, the first time you picked it up, you weren't good at it. You had to bend some nails and figure out how the tool worked. And then eventually you just figured out how it needed to be hit, and your body figured out how to use the tool, because I understand what task I want to accomplish. And that is one of the reasons that I fell on Sean Clement's Wisdom in Golf method, is because he teaches tasks. He gets your brain to think about tasks other than golf, because a lot of golf is complex. It's beyond a lot of our comprehension. And when you're trying to control all of these movements and positions and all of this stuff, rather than thinking about what you actually want the golf ball to do and where you want it to go and how you want the club to swing, that's the things you need to be thinking about, something outside of your body and not inside of your body. So much golf instruction today is based on getting into the correct positions, getting the proper angles and maintaining those angles and having this picture perfect swing. And if you want to be a top level tour pro and you want to be able to go out and fire a 62 at the Masters, then you probably need to search that out. You need to get with a really good full swing coach, short game coach, putting coach, nutritionist, physical therapist, all of these things, and have a team behind you and a caddy and all the best information and all the best equipment. And you need to spend a couple of decades really working with those people to make yourself the tops. But if you just want to play some decent golf on the weekends and not embarrass yourself, and you want to shoot, let's say, in the low 80s to high 70s, it's really not that difficult if you just get out of your own way. But your conscious mind cannot micromanage. And I say we because I'm right there with you, have had so much of this garbage, so much of this modern instruction downloaded and force-fed into our brains like we're geese and they're trying to make foie gras and they're just stuffing it all down our gullet to make us fat on all this golf instruction. You got to learn how to unplug from the matrix and overwrite all of that bad code that's in our brains. I've got to do it. You've got to do it. How do you go about doing it? You got to start somewhere. First of all, avoid a busy, crowded range where you can embarrass yourself. That's number one. Number two, get out on a nice, quiet range where you can have some time to yourself and you don't have to worry about consequences. You don't have to worry about where the ball goes or how many bad shots you hit. And just start trying to think about the golf ball or the target or the club head, something outside of you. And if you start to have a thought, if you start to have something internal about, okay, let me get my feet about shoulder width apart, stop. Stop right there. Just think about a spot on the ball. Start with that. Try that. Think about a spot above the equator on the backside of the golf ball, and you just want this sweet spot to hit that, right? Now, nobody's going to hit a golf ball like this if they can help it, but just try to put this sweet spot right on the back of that golf ball, right where it is. And just forget everything else. Don't think about how you're supposed to hold it or where your swing's going, and just make a few swings. Now, did that look like the best swing? Probably not. If I broke that down on film, am I going to see myself out of position? Probably. You know what though? That was a solid strike. I know we can't see it fly out here, but trust me, I hit a pretty straight ball. I can also hit draws if I want to by thinking about the inside of the back of this ball. And is that a textbook swing? Is that perfect? Is Adam Scott going to be coming to me and getting tips next week? Hell no, he's not. But where does the ball go? Are you able to hit it? Are you able to send it pretty much in the direction of your target? Is it repeatable? If it's not, then just keep trying to do that. Just think about hitting that spot, and that's it. And forget about, am I right here? Did I get across the line? Oh, this elbow out here, this is killing me. No, it's not. No, it's not. What's killing us is our brains. Our conscious minds are trying to micromanage, and it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way, and I'm no expert. I'm not a pro golfer. I'm not a high-level golfer, but I know that for a fact. And if I was teaching my kid how to play golf right now, and she was telling me, Daddy, does this swing look good? I would tell her the swing looks perfect. You know why? Because the only thing she should be thinking about is stepping up here and hitting the ball over and over and over and over in the right spot, and not thinking about how she looks or what this is doing or am I like DJ? All this crap. Get rid of all that junk. It's all garbage. Forget all of this traditional golf instruction that's trying to get you into the correct P4 and P7 positions. It's all garbage. You don't move like that. Why do we spend our entire golfing careers trying to make our bodies move like somebody we never met before? I think Ty Webb said it best in Caddyshack 2 when he said he had gotten golf down to its most basest form. Club, ball, swing. Thanks for watching. Be sure to click thumbs up. See you guys in the next video.